Hi everyone, I'm Theo and this is my Mu-tron Octavider. It's an analog octave down pedal with a fuzzy green ringer style octave up. I used to have a clone of one of these back in the day and it was one of my favourite octave pedals ever. With the green ringer circuit, it can do some great vintage synth-like tones, so when I saw one of these reissues going at a good price, I honestly couldn't resist it. So you've got your controls here, you've got a mix blending between the clean signal and the octave down, a tone control for the sub-octave, a switch that turns the ringer circuit on and off, and a switch that is meant to improve the stability of the octave down. You also have bypass foot switch and another foot switch called bass only. Now that switch just solos the sub-octave. My single chain for today is my Squier Classic Vibe Precision Bass going into my Boss RC3 loop station, into the Octavider, then into my Mu radar, which is providing a low pass filter at 5 kHz and a high pass filter at about 30 Hz. Everything is then going into my computer via a Focusrite interface. Let's set up a loop and have a play around with the Octavider. At the end of the video, I'll tell you what I think of it. So now let's just see how low we can get this to track. So my precision bass is tuned B-E-A-D, so it's the lowest strings of a 5-string bass. So let's see if it can handle the A on the E string. That's usually the limit for a lot of octave pedals. Yeah, it's got that. What about the G? I can kind of feel that it wants to sort of wobble about, but it's not being that prominent. Okay, what about the open E? Yeah, you can hear it going there, but honestly, that's surprisingly good for an analog octave pedal. And it doesn't just sort of bubble all over the place. Like it's still pretty thick, pretty strong. See what that stabilize switch does. So let's go back to that A. What the stabilize switch seems to do is kind of make it pick the nearest octave to the note. It's hard to say because it's not telling me whether this is 1 octave down or 2 octaves down. I assume it's 1 octave down overall, but with that little bouncy thing, you can hear it's kind of defaulting to the higher harmonic than the lower one that defaults with the stabilized circuit off. Or at least there's something going on, some sort of filtering. Definitely with the stabilizer off, it's sounding thicker and growlier. It's the opening. So with the stabilize switch on, it kind of more quickly settles at its sort of space in the filter and the octave. However, I kind of prefer it without the stabilize switch on. I think it's a better tone to me, and that's probably why they've got the switch. Like, sure, have it either way, up to you what you prefer, but the switch is there should you prefer it without the stabilize, rather than just, yep, it's going to be stabilized for you. Just going to roll the tone control back, because with the sort of octave up, analog octave up, green ringer, Octavider sort of style stuff, with the tone control off, you kind of, that can improve the octave. But yeah, that's reminding me a lot. I think it was a BYOC divided octave is the clone I had. And obviously this is indeed very similar. I'm really glad I was able to get hold of one of these again. I think I'm going to hold on to it. It's kind of that sort of fat analog synthy type sound that just kind of reminds me of, I guess, the 70s and makes me think of like Bootsy Collins and stuff. It's just got that funkiness to it. I don't think I can get out much else. I do have another octave pedal coming on the way though, so we'll see how funky that gets. But yeah, really love the Octavider. If you did too, then drop me a like. If you want to see more videos, then subscribe. I'm on Instagram, so go follow me on there. Send me a message. Any questions, anything you need, drop me a line in the comments. Take care of yourselves. Bye.